All right, welcome back to episode 26, the Garrett Hargis episode.
Literally.
Wore 26 in high school. Crazy y'all didn't know that.
I did.
So welcome back, everybody. Other legendary 26s, Saquon Barkley. Jahmyr Gibbs wore 26 for a second.
For a year, yeah.
Good pull.
Who else wore 26?
Coop, I feel like you're a numbers guy.
I know. I'm trying to think. Now I'm on the spot.
Are there any
Chase Utley.
did baseball
That's a
players
good
wear
one.
26?
Chase Utley.
Yeah, that's a good
Great
one.
pool.
26. I feel like
Philly
there's,
legend.
No, never mind. I don't even want to say who I was thinking it was. He was last episode. RC.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, Le'Veon Bell.
Be careful on that lollipop in the mic, Jack.
Adrian Peterson on the Redskins.
Sucking that day.
What about the Lions? AP.
Le'Veon Bell?
Titans legend. Le'Veon
Yeah,
Bell.
Derek already pulled it.
Oh. Andrew McCutcheon?
Kyle
already said
Korver?
that.
There we go.
Darryl Strawberry? John Terry? The legendary center back? Chase Utley?
So, like I was saying, a lot of legendary 26s with
Clinton
your boy.
Portis?
Clinton Portis.
Deuce
That's-
McAllister?
Dude.
Wow.
Kyle Korver with the Jazz? Landon Collins?
Oh, of course. Damn.
Curtis Granderson? And we have a lot of great questions for you
Yes.
guys that we need to answer.
We have
Oh, yeah.
heavy fan question day
Let's go.
for episode 26. And then obviously these are for everybody. So Derek, for those of you watching, Derek, you can switch back to yourself. You have your microphone. Derek is switching for us because Matt Malone is on his way up to New York for putting Will and Taylor in a tough spot on ESPN. So Derek is filling in, and he's crushing.
Back.
6-7.
6-7.
Let's go.
Matt's still here.
All right, should we get it
You got our
started?
questions?
Yes, we have 2 from Aaron Coate 1502, and then we have our boy Striped Up Official.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Legend.
So we'll start with Aaron Coate 1502. Favorite trip or experience with Bussin' With The Boys? I feel like that's a very broad question, and there's been so many.
Say favorite trip?
Favorite trip or experience in our time here. Kind of, I mean, you not that this was like the best, but your memory from 3 years ago today.
Oh, just in Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a
great
fun time. And shout out to my boy
Which trip
Austin
was that?
Winfrey. Honestly, boys of all of us now, but he was working at Michigan then, so
It was that was the first Bussin' Bowl.
I think so.
That's
Yeah.
the one with him on the field with the Scully.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think we all have run across like friends or families on the road and stuff. Like when we went to South Carolina, your parents were there and you
Yeah.
weren't, which was a good time.
Yeah.
Got to hang with them. But anytime you can like run across some old friends in the work path is always a good time. We get to hang with Winfrey. We went out pretty hard that night. I
Yeah.
want to say I got in an Uber. I hit this point where we were at the Brown Jug, I believe. And I just remember the floors feeling so slippery, and my mouth started salivating, and I was like, okay, this is not good. My balance is off. I'm starting to salivate. I'm about to throw up soon. I got it in Uber because I have no idea where I am on Michigan's campus. Horrible idea to get into an Uber, too, when you're on the verge of throwing up. It was like a left and a left. I could have walked home faster than it took the Uber to get there. And the second that I opened that door, I spewed everywhere on the sidewalk. Luckily, not in this guy's car. I go to sleep. I left for everyone. Then I wake up. Winfrey was staying in my room, I think. And
With
then there
JP.
Yeah. And was it all three of us in a room? Or was it?
Yeah, he was.
But there was a
It was
half.
you two and Mitch and I.
Yeah.
There was a half frozen.
You were there.
Well, a half eaten
Yeah.
frozen pizza.
Yeah.
I'm just making. I don't know if this is the same trip like when JP went out to Lyman. I don't know if we're getting them mixed up because I don't really remember you going home.
They
I
all
don't know.
kinda met-
Regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Yeah, keep
someone
going.
ate. We woke up and there was half of a like tombstone pizza that was eaten, but it was still frozen. So who?
Yeah. I think that might have been Winfrey.
And we think it was
Had to be
Winfrey.
Winf.
I think Winfrey. We thought that maybe you could do the microwave route. No microwave. Regardless, you can't cook a frozen pizza in a microwave. I mean, maybe you can, but it's gonna be horrible.
Long time.
But yeah,
Soft.
he
Yeah,
didn't
That'd be so
remember.
soft.
I didn't remember.
That sounds crazy.
No one's pants were on. It was weird. But yeah,
Yeah,
that
we
definitely
have-
wasn't my favorite trip, but it was definitely one of the more memorable ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
that one was epic.
like the first one that comes to mind is probably that first Super Bowl week we did.
All
where
in
we
Arizona.
Stayed
Wasn't even
just
thinking
in our
about
own
that.
house.
That was so much fun.
That one's also just like fun for me because the end of the week was my birthday, and so like work really hard throughout the weekend or the week. Great interviews.
Don't go to the Drake party.
Yeah, we almost got into the Drake party.
Go
Happy
to
birthday,
a
G.
questionable trannies hotel.
I have no idea what you're
With,
we
talking
went to
about.
Jeffree Star's Airbnb in the mountain.
with Tanner.
You went.
Oh,
Hotel?
you were on the solo
Yeah,
mission.
because y'all went.
Don't be
You made
saying
that, you made
No,
that
I said-
sound
I
like
said
to the
went,
audience
as in
that,
me, as in me.
like that was Garrett.
Y'all went to the Drake party, and I'm like,
We went outside of the Drake party.
I'm not about to just stand
with
there.
Michael Irving.
And then
True.
I'm like, Tanner, I'm trying to go home, and he's like, I'm trying to go here, and I was like, all right, bet. I'll just have an Uber.
That story is gonna.
To the tranny party?
If anyone followed that,
What the hell's happened?
I mean, I don't want to get too
Jeffree
deep.
Star. This is our Jeffree Star meetup.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
my favorite part of the week. Weirdest part of the week. But yeah, that was fun. I don't know, something about just
Just having
having our own crib was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
hitting that workout with Jack. First thing we got there, and then
Going
I
to Exos. Yeah, Jack
Going
led us
to
in a workout in the
Exos.
Yeah.
backyard.
and I had blisters for the
Brit-
rest of the week.
we were one of the first people to see Brittany Griner when she got
Yeah.
imported back from Russia. She was like came straight to Arizona, and we were working out. And we're like, that's Brittany Griner.
That's BG.
Yeah,
I
she was
think
grinding.
Jalen Hyatt was there too.
That is
yeah,
Like,
he was.
A lot of guys were there.
Yeah,
that was
big
fun.
week.
That the first day was like a leg workout, and I couldn't walk the rest of the week. It was terrible.
Was that when me and you beat him and?
Will and Spike Ball.
No, you and Will beat me and JP.
Yeah.
So this was
Mitch Dutton.
This
Probably.
was two.
This
Super
was
Bowls
I'm just
ago.
Eagles-
or three technically.
This was
Eagles,
Eagles
Chiefs,
Chiefs.
Arizona.
Because
Yeah.
we had Fred
Yeah,
Warner
okay,
on,
yeah.
and he was awesome.
Fred was
That was a
on,
great-
Dana
yeah.
White. We
Yeah.
had
That's the
first time
obviously
we met
Jeff-
Dana.
Yeah,
That was a
Jeffree Star.
legendary week of interviews.
Yeah,
We
we,
went
had
to
Christian McCaffrey.
Shane and
Max
Birch.
Homa.
Yeah, Max Homa.
God, y'all did a lot that week.
Kirk
Oh my
Cousins.
God.
Kirk
Kirk-
Cousins. Oh, Will cried in that interview. It was
Yeah.
also like, who's talking like this?
Yeah.
And sounded like a jackass because I think we went out and.
Yeah, he was hungover.
I mean,
that day.
dude, we hit it pretty like there.
Well, it
was-
also didn't help because the Barstool Bar was there.
Yeah, Barstool
And so then
Bar
we
and
were
that
just
the
there.
whole Barstool crew. But like in
And
the
that
last
sick
two
pool
Super
bar.
Bowls at Vegas and in New Orleans, like we went out maybe once,
Yeah.
twice in both of those trips combined, and then on that one, it felt like it was every night people were going out.
Yeah, the like dive bar, pool bar was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was a
The
The
good
little
time.
Penny's place, I think that was called Penny's.
Yeah.
something.
that was the night I tried to dap up skis.
Damn.
Oh, dude, that's Josh Richards was there, and
Yes.
there was this
Yeah.
guy that was just trying to make small talk with him. Clearly, he knows who he is, and he's just like screaming in his ear.
This was so fun.
So where are you from, bro?
That was so funny.
He's like, oh, I'm from Canada. Oh, no shot. Remind me your name one more time. He's like, I'm Josh. Josh, good to meet you, bro.
He was
And just like,
screaming.
dude, the worst small talk ever. Josh was being a champ with it.
It was that like
For sure.
that
Putting
one
up with
meme of the
people.
guy screaming in the girls' ear
Yeah.
at the baseball game.
Yeah.
Because who performed with skis in Charlie on a Friday? Or
It
whatever?
was
Yeah.
it was skis, Ern, and Charlie on a Friday, and then there was like that group of like just frat bros that were screaming every Charlie on a Friday song like lyric. I wasn't me. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You were
I was
hype.
You
I
were
would no.
hype.
I was singing to skis. I didn't really know Charlie on a Friday.
That I mean, what's worse, singing to skis, not getting dapped up, or just being a fan of Charlie
bro,
on Friday?
He went up
Did Charlie
like
on Friday fall off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
you three all like obviously knew skis because you came on the bus, and like that was my first trip with you, like my first time meeting him. And obviously I'm a big Mike fan. Skis and Mike used to roll together, so like y'all three dap him up, and then I'm the next in line. I just go, and he just turns around. I'm like, oh fuck. But then later that night was when Chris Long came and
Sam
Sam-
Lauderdale.
Oh
had
yeah,
the
shout
table.
out Sam.
had the table.
That was actually hilarious.
That was funny.
That was a fun night. Ern also that night, he just started smoking like the fattest joint inside of like one of those like clubs in Scottsdale, and then he just looks at me and goes, "Anyone ever tell you look like Taylor Lewan if you had cancer?" And I just was like. It was bumping music.
Yeah.
So like he had to get close to my ear, and I was like, he's like, come on, tell me that's not funny. And I was like, sure. And he's like, you can hit this, man.
And I feel like that was the first night that we actually hung out with them because we'd gone back and forth on Twitter with Chris.
we had,
Yeah.
And that
with
was
Chris in them for sure.
Yeah.
And they just pulled up and like, damn, y'all actually pulled up.
Yeah.
Good dudes. That was my favorite Super Bowl.
100%.
from the
It's
past.
dude. I'm just
Yeah.
now realizing you're talking about Earn. I'm thinking of
Thinking
Dr.
Chris,
Fact.
that
Dr.
would hurt.
Fact.
They were
'Cause he's
also
big Earn
smoking
on Twitter.
though.
Yeah.
They were also smoking in there, but no, Ernest was the one. They were opposite corners, I think, of each other.
yeah.
I just never want to go. I was just in Arizona this past weekend. Not even 1% of me even considered going to Old Town, where all those clubs are. I think I'm big bro unk now. It's just not in my wheelhouse.
Finally.
I'm trying to think of. Coop, you've only been on one trip, right?
I mean, yeah, I've only flown once. We've already hashed the Nebraska trip out, so I'm not gonna say that.
That's
but
not his favorite.
it kind of is, but I also, despite what went wrong on the Tennessee Bama trip last year, that was more of a road trip.
Oh yeah.
That one
Oh,
was more
the
fun for me than
Drop
Nebraska.
The meme.
Like I said, yeah. Despite all that went wrong and all the fallout that happened after, that trip was really fun. Like rushing the field and then like getting the game day experience in Knoxville was sick. And then like road tripping with Jared and Sherm, and it was kind of like somewhat recently after they both got here, and we just woke up road trip.
Yeah.
Was that
Got
the
there.
same? Was that when Sherm dressed up as Taylor?
Yeah.
That was so
For the
fun.
I forget what the bar was called.
The Hill.
The Hill. Yeah,
You
we
got
had that
kissed on the
corner, the
cheek?
meet and greet. Yeah, I got a kiss on the cheek. Yeah, that trip was really fun. Those are the only two times
She's
those
listening.
I mean, nah. Those are the only two times I've traveled. But that one is probably more favorite than Nebraska. Nebraska was fun, like,
That was
I don't
very
remember-
early for you. I feel like
I
the
don't
Nebraska
remember
one.
I don't remember
Yeah.
much
That
of
was
the Nebraska.
that was
trip.
like 2 or 3. That was spring tour. 2 or 3 months for him on the
Yeah, that's
job.
what I mean.
Yeah, Nebraska was March, so yeah,
Yeah.
third month.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mine
But Tennessee was fun.
would probably be Jesus.
We got to get Coop on the road.
I know.
I'm
It's home.
two that came to mind were when we went to South Carolina and stormed the field,
Yeah.
and we pulled up
crazy.
back to the hotel.
Back-to-back
and,
storm fielding.
Unreal.
And-
You're about to say this is your favorite memory.
No, that it was
I
just so
said
funny.
Storm
'cause-
fielding.
It is
by
one
the
of
way.
my
not field storming.
most hurtful memories of my college fandom. But yes, I can understand why. it
like
would be
just
fun.
pulling up on like a golf cart that is just blaring music to
I
Jack.
can hear y'all's golf cart from 3 streets away, and in my head, I'm like, no way, no way in my worst dreams, this is gonna be the 3 guys that are gonna be cheering against my downfall.
I think
and
it was Soul Survivor was being played too.
I
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
think-
Mini Men.
I think it was
Mini Men
and then Jack
down the
is-
block.
Jack with the
is
40.
To give context, this is when South Carolina beat Tennessee in 2022. Hendon Hooker tears his ACL, and I tried to get out of that stadium. I got blocked in the stadium. I was held captive by the South Carolina fans, essentially. Couldn't move for the last 15 minutes of the game, and then went alone to drink in silence, and then JP, Mitch, and Garrett rolled up on a golf cart. And they were having
Wasn't
fun.
Taylor on crutches still too?
No, I think he was still.
No.
I think he was like still limping.
He was limping
Was he?
because he didn't go on the field.
Right.
Yeah, that one. And then unfortunately for Jack, he locked himself out of his room.
That's the and like that picture. I wasn't there for that, but that picture is
That
so
part
funny.
actually brings me a lot of joy because in
know.
my
I didn't
head-
know about this.
Well,
Dude, you have
yeah.
to, we got to show you the picture.
After
It's
just,
so
like-
funny.
After just like getting just physically and mentally defeated
We've all been
after
there.
all of that, yeah. I'm basically like giving JP his flowers. I'm like, congrats, man. Like I'm not gonna be a sore loser and be like an asshole. And then he closes his door and my door's like 2 down. And as soon as it closes, I realize I don't have like my key. It was in his room or something, and I have to just like crawl back. And then I literally
crawling.
am literally crawling back on the hotel floor.
So I just opened the door and I look down and he's down there and he comes like halfway in. He's just face down. Hand him the key. Goes back. It was so.
That is
funny.
so funny.
That was a great one.
That
Yeah.
one, and then
I would have crashed out.
the Vegas trip that one time. When
With
we
the shots.
Yeah, when JP came back and he said that y'all looked like different people.
Oh yeah.
That one was that the same trip that I took the shots before Dana?
Yeah, I think. Wait, I think so.
You're on a bender.
No,
We were there to work and pitched on a bender.
no, because why were we there for when we got super drunk? Why were we there for that?
I don't know. Was that the Super Bowl?
I don't remember.
No, because we didn't really drink during the Super Bowl.
It was like one night at the very
Yeah.
end that we kind of partied, but
But
I don't remember.
yeah,
That was fun.
I feel like I feel like for me and Garrett and Mitch, the Notre Dame trip where we were just slamming shots we were talking
Yeah.
about, that's always a fun one.
The first Notre Dame trip.
Yeah, that when they played Clemson. And
Yeah.
JP, unfortunately, is like having to work, but at least he worked to watch Clemson fail, which
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
true JP
And
fashion.
So peak.
storming the field on that one and having Will on my shoulders.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I think my
Dude.
favorite was the first ever UFC fight that we went to, because that's bucket list
Yeah.
as fight fans, and being able to walk through that tunnel and sit in those seats and get to experience it in person for the first time was a dream come true moment.
What fight was that?
Then that's the worst part. It's like now there's been so many.
You don't even know.
It was International Fight Week,
Yeah,
and I believe it was Volk.
I think it was. Also, the Miami
I
trip
can't remember who.
was
The
a good
Miami one was incredible.
That was a really fun time. We get to have dinner with Dave, and
the workout
yeah,
like that week, going to
Dude,
that gym. That was awesome.
that was a good. We were there for 4 days.
You
Yeah.
are with Mike then too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that?
Liver King.
That
we
was
had
a good one.
We
Liver
ate those
King.
bull
Yeah.
testicles from Liver King.
Ugh, had to do it, but man, just it tastes exactly like you'd think it would.
Yeah, those might be two of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Both the bull testicles, or
Yeah, the left and the right.
We good?
Mine was Boo at the zoo.
I was about to say, Derek.
Well said. I feel like for
I
the
had a
dads could-
blast there. I was chewing seeds.
Boo at the zoo was fun. Besides, all the animals were asleep. Saw like
Well,
two
the tiger
animals.
wasn't. The tiger was. out in
The
back.
tiger was cool. Everybody else was asleep. Flamingos were.
Flamingos
yeah.
are a vibe, dude. We walked through the zoo one time, and they were just out wandering with the zookeeper, like through the walkways. That's
Dang.
not
What do you
bad
think they're
life.
talking about? The
What's that?
flamingos.
What are they talking about? I don't know, but they better.
Hey, this shit crazy.
I was
Pink
saying,
shit.
get this damn
yeah.
tag
Pink
off my
shit.
leg.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Pink shit.
Yeah. I was gonna try to make a joke of like how they only stand on one leg. Like,
Yeah, I was like, how were they walking?
Next question from
Huh.
Aaron Coate. After seeing so many colleges and being on all of our spring tour and fall tours, which one would you pick if you had to do it all over again and you can't say your own?
That's a good question.
dude,
My college experience
I mean-
compared to your guys's is so completely different. Just in the sense
Wait,
of
is he
like,
asking about college experience?
just like if like all of the colleges you, but I'm saying like for you guys, you went to a massive school, so it's
Right.
like,
I think
feel like
I'm
it's-
confused by the question.
Like if you all of the schools we've been to, like South Carolina,
Right.
Like, if you had to pick one,
To go back and go through 4
Oh,
But
I
you
thought
can't-
he
you-
was saying like for a spring tour.
no, like to go back and like redo. But what I'm saying is like I went to a school with 2,500 people, so like doing that would be such a mind fuck to me because like obviously you guys went to all massive schools, so it's like kind of the same experience but just at a different location.
I have two.
So
in
this
my
means
head.
I'm in between Nebraska and Tennessee.
Well, like I mean, you know, yeah,
I choose
true.
Tennessee then.
Let's go.
why do you choose Tennessee
but
over
hold on,
Nebraska?
you've traveled to like games.
Yeah, that's true. On my own. Like with
Yeah,
my
like you
boys.
went to
Yeah.
Wisconsin and you went to Columbia.
Roll
Yeah,
back.
LSU is not my
LSU.
speed, but that was sick.
Did you know that the
Yeah.
Comstocks were at the Florida LSU game we were at?
I
Were
remember.
They're
you weren't
for sure
working
in the
for us
video at
that
some point.
Were you? Were you?
No,
No.
I had applied for the job already, but that was just part of our boys trip, and we were
I had
they-
no
and-
idea.
and
That's
we were-
always
and we were
a
like-
one. That was a fun.
You
trip.
guys saw them on the field, right?
me and my brother saw them to G and JP walking, but like recognized them. I didn't even like know. Like I just recognized y'all from doing like light research.
Right.
But we were at the game. That was like a game we went big on. So we were like on the second row, and me and JP talked a little bit. There was a guy, like a bald guy, that knew everybody. That was talking to Shaq, talking to Whitworth, talking to everybody, and he just had his family. We were sitting right next to him.
There, bro.
That was
right
an
next to him.
electric Game.
That was
Yeah,
it was the
Daniels
Jaden
threw for
Daniels
a
like
million yards.
Yeah.
5 trillion
Wish I
yard
could've gone
game.
that one.
Yeah.
Pablito came down. on the
Pablito.
field.
That's what I was saying.
Dude, okay, so the guy that he brought with him,
Yes.
his brother or cousin is the world record holder in the pole vault. Like the guy from, I forget which country it is, but he has smashed every single pole vaulting record ever known to man.
Why does
And it was his
Pablito
brother.
always just run around with like elite niche athletes?
Dude, yeah, Dustin Poirier.
I wouldn't put Poirier in niche but elite.
Still,
Yeah, he's
like close with all of them.
Yeah, and then he's like out there like just running like duck
Like crawfishing.
Truly just doing
and he has a
deep
pit stop.
Louisiana
Yeah.
shit.
Y'all shout out Cody Verrett, man. Go see Pablito's pit stop, and I don't even know which city they're in, but
I feel like I haven't seen him on Twitter.
He would be
in
an
a minute.
awesome guest.
he'd be a sick guest.
My answer would be Oregon.
That was up there. If you take
Yeah.
commuting out of it entirely, because like it'd be tough just like only go back to your family like once a year.
Right.
But still, I mean, just one of the most beautiful, clean. Seems like all the people there are pretty nice.
It's just a different,
The-
literally a different vibe out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely one that came to mind, especially because I mean, we know it's incredible. It was so much fun, but to experience a different part of the country for like 4 years, sometimes 5, that would just be like a place that I think I would enjoy. And there's so many other things to go do from that region.
I would say Oregon or just South Carolina because my aunt teaches there.
The other one I had was Texas.
I think I'm going to switch my
Texas would
answer.
be a vibe.
Where are you going?
This is no disrespect to Tennessee. I just think I can't hang in the SEC. It's just not my tempo. I feel like I would, if out of all the ones I've been to, the like 5 that I've said, honestly, I might do Nebraska.
I thought you were going to say
Nebraska's definitely
Wisconsin.
my
Dude,
top 3.
I love
I thought you were gonna
Nebraska.
say
It's truly
Wisconsin.
just
Yeah.
the weather.
Yeah.
I would be a little bit shy from
It's
It's
that.
just I feel like it's the
cold.
most similar, and this is just my personality. Go with what you know. I feel like that's the most similar to like Oklahoma State,
For sure.
Yeah.
and I loved Oklahoma State.
I got-
Kind of that
you
it was in
gotta
the
go to
middle of
Stillwater.
nowhere. Kind of Nebraska's same deal.
Right.
Like I feel like I would, out of all of them, I would enjoy that.
I want to check
I
out
like
Lubbock.
the like culture of Nebraska. I don't think I could do it though.
It's similar to
At
Oklahoma
all.
State, but Oklahoma State smaller scale, just because like
If I'm going to be
OU
isolated,
there,
I
too.
don't want to be isolated
there.
in Nebraska.
that's a good
Yeah.
point because Oklahoma State is 3.5, 4 hours from DFW, and like
That's
it's
way
It's
better.
close. It's really not. It is in the middle of nowhere, but not really. It's close to
Yeah.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So
I just don't know about
But
the Midwest for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
I feel like I would choose Oregon
I can't
too,
do
but
Southeast.
so also LSU. I would love to buy into to that fandom. If I grew up like an LSU fan, I think that'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then also Florida State.
I had Florida State.
I think
in
Florida
mine as
State
well.
could be
I didn't
cool.
go to
The
Florida
culture
Really?
there,
Knowles.
you can just buy in
Yeah.
everyone and just Florida rules. I also wouldn't
Not bad.
hate Ohio State just because of a
True.
culture standpoint.
I completely forgot we went there.
And High Street's cool as hell.
I would
do
go
you
to-
remember
I would-
all the
Ohio State
smelling
is a really
salts?
cool campus.
I would 100% go to Ohio
I've been to
State.
their campus.
'Cause I'd
Yeah.
been
It's all right.
before we went, I'd been there twice for like a football camp, and like we went to like Eddie George's restaurant, and like that High Street where we did the live show, like that was a vibe.
It feels like Columbus, like downtown. It feels like new
Yeah.
Yeah,
and just
Yeah,
like
it
good
did.
infrastructure, clean. Clean's a big one for me because you
For
go to
sure.
like the wrong campus and it's nasty, and you're like, who could even spend 10 minutes here?
that's how low key. And I apologize if this offends anybody. That's how I felt about LSU.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
that
known.
comes with the
That's-
culture.
Exactly.
That's
And
in
I
the soil.
I couldn't really vibe with that.
Yeah.
I do.
It's like
I forgot about
sticky.
LSU, man. That's a good one. Where else have we been? That's
Bro,
random.
we've been to not too many.
A&M.
I see. I didn't go there.
Hell no.
A&M was a cool campus. Though.
Yeah, it was
where
cool.
we stayed was sweet.
Yeah.
See, you
don't wanna go to College
I just don't
Station.
like the culture. Like
Notre
the whole-
Dame.
Notre Dame would be
No.
cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. The weather, it just is eerie
Weather's
all the
brutal.
time. But I do love the
You do think-
campus.
Yeah, you feel like you're gonna learn something there.
Yeah, you're learning.
Austin was cool.
Yeah. Texas.
Something about Texas. Like the reason I said Texas is just because it is Texas, and
Yeah.
like
You have Austin.
being around the people of Texas that
Texas,
just
honestly.
like rep their state so hard, it could be like a fun time to buy into.
Yeah,
and
just-
our boy went there,
Just fucking
Avery, Tristan.
Rep your
Yeah.
set the whole time.
You just gotta love being in a city too with an airport that can get you other places.
for sure.
Austin to Cabo,
Done.
easy work.
Getting from Oregon to anywhere would be hell.
Unless you're trying to
Unless
go.
you're going to Hawaii
Yeah, or Canada.
or
True.
Portland.
or Japan.
Exactly.
The Oregon
So-
to Portland pipeline.
Thank you, Aaron Cote, for. What did he say? All right, anyways.
Onward.
We got to get to some more schools.
Yeah,
That was funny.
I'm looking. I want to. From what it seems like, we're gonna try and hit up Lubbock. That would be sick.
Give Oklahoma State a few more years.
Maybe everybody pick a
We're
school
going
right now.
in 2030.
You want
We'll
us to
be
go
there.
to.
Yeah,
We'll
I
be
like
there
that.
for sure.
JP said pick a school for the future that we should attend.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
I want to go to. I want to show you guys a whiteout.
At Penn State, yeah, I thought that would be your.
But-
That's pretty high on my
However,
list.
some people don't want me up there, want us up there, and I'm looking at the camera because I know you don't watch this, but I'm talking to you, and
Let's
it's
go.
fucking insane.
Oh, you know what? One that could apply, maybe.
how it worked for
I
him.
don't know, but ASU wouldn't.
Yeah.
It definitely wouldn't be
Arizona
a bad
State?
one.
Oh
yeah.
my!
I mean, we've been out. Are you talking about to go there?
Yeah,
or
to go. Yeah. No, we've already
Back to
been.
the first
We
question.
coached the spring game.
Back to the first question.
They got the best weather. They got the best. They got the best.
It'd
of
go
everything.
ASU, Oregon, Texas in that
Yeah.
order for me.
Yeah.
Wait, can I throw out one that if we did do a trip, I probably wouldn't even go on, but
Yeah.
Washington
Yeah.
seems sick how they're
That
on
would
the,
be
they're
dope.
on the water.
If we go,
I've heard really good things about Washington, and that's one that we want to hit on our boys trip because we're just trying to see all these stadiums. So like that's one for me that I feel like would be so
should do a
cool. Probably
Cards
similar vibes to
Seahawks
Oregon.
game.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
go,
I
should
go
switch
out
it
there
up
for
and
a
do a
Washington
Cards
game and then
Seahawks.
hit a Seahawks game while you're out there.
Yeah,
To go
just
to.
seems sick.
To go to. I
It's
mean,
tough.
I'm thinking of warm states
I know.
like Florida.
Yeah, Gainesville is
cool.
Gainesville.
Gainesville, talk about kind of feels dirty.
Yeah.
Really?
Kind of has like a
It's like older. Feels like in the late '80s, early
the ashes
'90s.
from the '90s are still there.
Yeah, for sure.
USF in Tampa.
Or Miami.
Miami would be cool.
But like, what
Yeah,
I
that-
hate about Miami is that they play at the Dolphin Stadium. Like,
And it's like 45 minutes away from campus.
I just feel like if the U had their own stadium, it would be so sick.
I thought they were getting one.
What
Low-key
else?
wouldn't mind checking out like a South Dakota State.
I love when Mitch puts
Why
his-
not? Carson Wentz,
Just Fargo,
or
dude.
is he North Dakota?
He was South Dakota State.
South
Who
Dakota?
plays in the inflatable dome? Idaho.
Fargo? The Fargo Dome?
Yeah,
That's South Dakota State.
yeah.
I could be wrong
Idaho did.
in
Wait, no.
this thought.
I think Idaho.
The
plays
green
in-
and yellow one?
That's
green
North
and
Dakota State.
North Dakota. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This could be wrong, but I feel like going to experience and see either like the Naval Academy or Army would be pretty cool.
An Army Navy game would be
That
sick.
would be dope.
That's like a standalone game, but
Because I've been to Air Force's campus,
That's in
and it
Colorado,
is
right?
Colorado Springs. Shout out Jake Lazis. That was just like a wild one because you're like, why am I on this campus?
Yeah.
Like
all the other ones
this
are East
place
Coast,
is
right?
nuts.
Dude, that
Yeah,
I would actually
like
love to go to
Citadel and-
Colorado.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
W.
we
Colorado
tried.
would be sick.
Boulder's a cool town.
Yeah,
Boulder
We were
Boulder's
supposed to
awesome.
go.
Yeah, we were.
I wasn't even
Boulder
thinking about
rocks.
Colorado. That one would be sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Utah would be fun.
Utah.
Really, I'm just thinking of
yeah.
places
Utah
I would like
would
to
be
go. I
awesome.
would like to go.
The states.
They're
And
good
just-
though.
yeah.
Hawaii is obviously number one.
We go to Arizona.
Hawaii would be dope.
SDSU.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I mean, San Diego. I mean,
UMass.
I feel like going. There's not a whole lot of Northeast colleges. It's like
You
Penn
go to
State,
Albany,
Penn State, and Rutgers. But like Boston,
Cuse
like
hit up the Courier
Syracuse, but
Dome
That's
in the
that-
spring.
Boston
that's
College
like
would be
in the
cool.
middle of New York.
What
I
about,
feel
What
a,
if
like-
we-
what about
what if-
like a Maryland game?
Maryland is
Maryland and South
awesome.
Carolina have weird beef. Their
Really?
coach every single offseason like has something to say about us because we get a lot of guys from the DMV area. And most recently this offseason, one of they're a 5-star recruit, number 2 recruit in the country, came on a visit even though he shut down his recruiting. And then their coach comes out and says, Zion Lee is getting paid to go take that visit, 10 grand. That's illegal, yada, yada, yada. 1, that never happened. 2, it's actually illegal to say recruits' names in those phrases.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, the head coach of Maryland gets fired.
Mike Loxley.
Yeah, Mike
Isn't he still
Loxley.
there?
But dude, with Dylan Stewart, it was the same thing. And so, screw Maryland.
I don't know. College Park is kind of sick though. I've just been there a handful
UNC.
of times for lacrosse stuff, and it's fun. UNC would be sick.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Chapel Hill
UNC
would be
is
dope.
cool.
There's so many out
a
there.
lot of schools.
West
out there.
Virginia.
Oh,
That would be.
I don't know why that just feels like
That would be
sick.
a
Virginia.
good time.
Charlottesville is sick.
I low-key
Oh,
wouldn't
there's
mind going to
already
like
an IT
Virginia,
bracket.
we'll go with Chris
Oh
Long.
no,
a Virginia.
just
Tech
like
game.
Virginia would be fun.
I've
Also,
been
I'm
to Virginia's campus actually.
Now I'm picking schools because I'm thinking if we go there in the spring, there's like a chance for a lacrosse game.
True.
Yeah.
But what was the
Oklahoma
next
State
one?
has a good lacrosse team.
Do they?
No,
Club
I'm
to
really
D1
trying to get
level?
out there, man.
Next question.
Spring tour.
I'd love to
see
Oklahoma and Oklahoma
We're
State.
going. Hey, we have a home and home with Oklahoma State 2030.
Yeah, a couple years from now,
We're going.
both games will go.
These are this is from Striped Up Official. Shout out to you. these can kind of go hand in hand. What was your high school life like, and what do you miss about high school? And do you remember your first ever girlfriend?
You made me cry.
I don't feel that way about my first ever girlfriend. She can kick rocks.
So you remember her?
Oh yeah.
What? So what was high school like?
Y'all two obviously went
Favorite
high school
parts,
together.
and then like what do you miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
My high school was awesome. Eastside was awesome. It was a pretty diverse school, I feel like, and it had everything I wanted. I had all different sorts of friend groups. The neighborhoods that were zoned for our high school were all awesome neighborhoods to go hang out in. The sports team, the sports that I played, football was horrible, but it was kind of funny because a lot of the other sports dominated. So I don't know if I told it on here before, but we were, hoorahing in the locker room before, I think it was my junior year football season. And, everybody's like talk about their goals, and the coach had just got everybody fired up. Like, this is the year we turned the narrative on Eastside football. People are going around saying what they want to accomplish when one guy's like, I'm trying to bring a state championship to Eastside. And this dude, Dell, he goes, well, you in the wrong sport, brother. He said, you either better go wrestle or play soccer because it ain't happening here.
Oh my god, your football locker room sounded hilarious.
Shout out Buddha. Chop and chop. So yeah, I mean, I loved it. It was great. Yeah, two of our football teammates, they had the same nickname for each other, and they were always hung out together, and they were both Chop. They'd be like, Chop, what up, Chop? Nothing much, Chop. So I loved it, and I remember my first girlfriend, and I have nothing but love for her. I've had 3 girlfriends total. I'm on good terms with all of them, and I'm happy. They're all doing well. Both of them actually have kids. So shout out to y'all.
Drop the name.
Did that girlfriend's mom text you while we were at the game?
She did. So my high school girlfriend's mom, she's a big South Carolina fan, and her family is not big football fans. And so she has reached out during football season and is like, go Gamecocks, like what's going on with our team. And it's a fun, like wholesome relationship.
She's like at Christmas, like pulling your ex aside and being like, whatever happened with JP? Like,
you can only hope that's what's going on.
I mean, it's got to be if y'all are still texting in 2025.
I know.
Nah. I saw JP respond. He said, "No, leave me alone."
Yeah. Nah, it's funny though.
My high school experience is so like, I've said this so many times, just like my college experience is so different than everybody's.
How many people went to your high school?
I had 250 in my graduating class. So like we went to a relatively good sized high school, but it like, when I tell you I'm from the middle of nowhere, it is the absolute middle of nowhere. The biggest thing we had in my town is a Walmart, and our Walmart has Amish hitching posts for Amish people to come to our store.
Damn,
like
they can do that?
Literally in the sticks. And
that's why you wore that neon to stand out.
Yeah, like I ran around with the same crew the entire time. Like I talked to like 2 guys from high school still, and like and obviously I love my family. Getting out of PA was the best thing for me because there's not a whole lot there, but like all of my experiences and stuff were so like different than like you guys like running around and stuff. Like we never did that. And I don't know if it's just because my parents were like low-key strict, but like not in a bad way. Like I just never found that stuff like appealing to do. But it's like, damn, like your guys' high school sounds so fun. And I had fun in high school, but it's just like
just different.
Yeah, that was super depressing.
I don't know how
many.
many.
I promise you, it wasn't that bad. But it's just like hearing other people's experience was fun.
Probably like 2,000, 2,500 because there was around like 500,
I feel like there's a lot right now that go there.
Grade.
Yeah.
At least mine had 550.
That's the size of Susquehanna.
I thought we were like in the high 400s, low 500s.
Yeah, that's.
I graduated with 70 people.
Oh,
what?
That's how Sitton was
Yeah,
too.
at Fort Worth Christian.
Oh, is it a private school?
Private school.
That makes more sense.
For the last 3 years of high school, I started at public school, so I kind of got a little bit of both. I love the private school because, like I said like 5 minutes ago, love the like low key just
Public
like,
school's SEC.
Yeah.
Private school's like Big 12.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. I was looking for the words. Yeah. So I loved it. It was super chill. Nobody was like, hallways were basically empty. But freshman year, like I would have been fine in public school. Keller is like massive, so there was a lot of kids there. But my public school experience was so funny because right out of the gate, snapped my leg in half in football. And so like my school experience after that was in a cast, in a wheelchair, leaving every class early to like
immediate legend though.
Yes, but I got to go like to classes. I left school like 30 minutes early.
Ooh.
My
Just, like,
last
beat traffic outside or
yeah,
what?
the last class of the day that I had, I got an exemption for athletics because athletics was across the street. I had to cross with my wheelchair. So I didn't even have to go like watch athletics. I completely got exempt freshman year. But my last class of the day was on the top story of the school on the far corner from the exit of the building.
Oh.
So, and I knew my teacher knew my dad. So like I kind of knew my teacher. Got out 45-minute class. I got out 20 minutes after class started just to roll myself to
That's hilarious.
to my car.
Bro, how many floors?
Then I transferred. It's 2, but it's
Just
it's
long.
it's a big ass building. So
Damn.
Dude, y'all remember the first? I feel like in middle school we started out at a old high school because the new school was being built, so it was a dump. But the first time you see an elevator at school, like when
Yeah.
you're a kid,
For sure.
all you want to do is get in that thing, and it's
We did
it's
not have
always
that.
a horrible
It's
elevator
CPS
that's
did.
not does. Like
yeah, I got to
the
ride in it.
siding's not it.
Yeah,
Ever
I got
finished.
to ride in the elevator.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like
Yeah.
your one friend that you brought with you in the elevator was probably living large.
Yeah.
That was always the biggest thing. Like I had elbow surgery and I got to leave class like 5 minutes early to get to my next one, so I wasn't like bumping into people. And like I'd always pick like my best friend in the class, and like being that guy to like, hey, you're coming with me. And it's like,
Why did you need somebody for your elbow?
I don't know. They just said like you can leave early. I'm like, all right, bet.
I feel like it kind of sucks though.
Foul. Let's go.
Let's always get grabbed.
In the
I didn't go to
regard
high school with
of,
Al, but he would have been.
of you having to like pick a friend, because is it like one of those where it's like, all right, Monday I'm picking JP, Tuesday
Right.
it's Mitch, like Wednesday G. But like
That's literally what I
sometimes
did
maybe
on the
you're just hitting
rotation.
the same guy over and over, and then next thing you know, like
Beef.
it's just you two at a lunch table. Everyone's kind of moving over to the other side of the room.
Beef between the boys.
There's some classes where you can only choose one, like Spanish class. I only
Yeah.
had one friend in there.
If you
Everyone
choose-
else didn't know them.
True.
Said, "You're coming with me." So get out of here.
We got to get
My
out
last
of
class of the day, like all of my friends were in there, so it was a
Rotation.
rotation. They were on. It was a lineup.
here. High school experience was, I feel like it was so fun. Like, I mean, Jack and I went to the same high school. We had a lot of the same friends, and being in different grades, like that crossed over, which was so fun. Like, I feel like,
We literally ran into one of the guys at Boo at the Zoo. Shout out Boo at the
yeah,
Zoo.
literally.
Shout out Jack Montague.
But like, I feel like you would get this, JP, like having older siblings or like friends with older siblings. This goes for anybody. I don't know why I specified JP because it sounded like Mitch didn't like his and you graduated with 70 people. But
For this room.
I knew my brother's friends too.
when you have friends because of brothers or siblings throughout like all 4 grades, it makes it so much fun.
Elite.
Because you can be the
Also
freshman
that.
like getting dogged on by like your friends' older brothers that are like juniors and seniors, and you are like, I'm the man. Like,
Yeah, they're shitting on you.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm actually better than all of you for
Yeah.
being like the biggest pussy in the hallway.
but something about it is so fun. And Brentwood like had such a good community. Again, I feel like I had friends in every class I was in from different friend groups outside of just my immediate one or teams I played on. It was talk about leaving school early. I played golf, and that was a fall sport for us, and we got to leave class early to go make it to matches, which was hilarious because our golf course was 5 minutes away.
It's literally Brentwood Country Club. It's one straight off.
Seriously, good walk there.
Murray Lane traffic, though. Who knows?
But yeah, I mean, it was fun, dude. Like it really was. I'm trying to think of memories, but just a good group of guys that I still talk to, still play fantasy football with, that we got in a lot of trouble and had a lot of fun doing it. I don't know. It was just a good, true high school experience. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, Garrett hit it on the head, but like all the guys that he was best friends with, like I've known since middle school. Like I grew up playing travel sports with a lot of them, and like because I had an older sister and my younger brother played basketball, it just felt like your relationships kind of knew no bounds. But what I also loved is that we had so many high schools within our county here.
Yeah.
Is that like we had so many friends not only at Brentwood but like at Brentwood Academy and Ravenwood and Centennial and Independence. Like we played
Ravenwood, stand
sports.
up.
Yeah, fuck Ravenwood. But
My squad.
but I always like that, and I feel like you kind of like grow up and you assume that everyone else like you was like, oh, you were friends with everyone in your county, kind of. And it's not always that way, but it's funny because like my 2 neighbors are like 2 guys that went to Brentwood Academy, and just like all of my friends for the most part, like pretty much grew up in the Nashville area, but like the guys that we hang out with, none of them went to Brentwood, so I always think that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
yeah.
how Greenville was too. So
Yeah.
many high schools.
Yeah, the closest high school to me was 25 minutes away.
That's crazy. 'Cause if
There was,
you
like,
drive
3
25
on our
minutes from
street.
Brentwood, you would probably get to 50 plus high schools.
Like
Yeah.
we would play a school and it was still in our county. We were at like
Just take a bus to like everything.
the bottom tip all the way to the top tip of Berks County was like an hour, which
Jeez.
sucked.
I
It
mean,
was
it's just having
Damn.
that one gullible teacher that you get away with anything.
yeah.
I was never really causing problems, but when the cinnamon challenge, I feel like when we were in high school is when the cinnamon
Yeah.
challenge was huge. And we had one friend sneak into our physical science class taught by Mr. Gates, legend. And he snuck in through the back, and we had brought cinnamon for him to do the cinnamon challenge.
Just in the
So he's like ducked behind the like the lab tables, and we like hand him the spoon and the cinnamon, and then he just throws
announcement like, "Hey, blah blah blah." This is just
because he's like sneaking, hiding. So then he throats the cinnamon, coughs it up. Mr. Gates like, "Fred, what are you doing to my clay?" He never finished the words. He would say clay. And he's like, "What are you doing to my clay, Fred?" And Fred was like, "Oh, I was on my way to the bathroom." He's like, "Well, you need to go ahead to the bathroom." He's like, "All right, my bad." And then just
he's like
rolls
coughing
out,
up cinnamon,
coughing
still
up
choking.
cinnamon everywhere on the floor. And Mr. Gates just right back to the lesson. I'm like, man, you can't get that in the work world.
We had some. I feel like that's another thing. Like we had some awesome teachers. Like ones that definitely understood the cool factor. And then obviously you have some that suck. But like in middle school, we had the computer teacher, Dr. Norman,
Stormin' Norman.
who talk about just like kind of oblivious to everything.
Just dark room, real dark computer room.
So
You're
a
just
dark
playing.
room and screens are like right here in your
Yeah.
face. It was iconic. But he would never give you nucks on the way into class. And he always washed his hands. So obviously when you're in middle school, you're like, we have to figure out a way to touch this dude's hand. And so every day everyone would be in like walking in, like trying to do this. And he would just go, elbows, man. Elbows.
What a
So
beast.
Dr. Norman, we did that. And then in one class of his sink had like the little hand spray gun. And someone
Which is crazy to have that in the computer room.
Right. That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. Someone wrapped a rubber band tight as shit around it. And so when he turned the sink on to wash his hands, the thing just sprayed him in the chest. So mean thinking about
Did
it.
not
now,
deserve
but
it too. He was
No.
like one of the cooler teachers.
Did not deserve it at all. But just looked down, looked back up, turned it off. All right, today we're gonna.
That's so
We
funny.
had a teacher.
We had some good ones, man.
Mr. Hertzler, and I still talk to him today. Like anytime I go home for like the holidays, I'll like get coffee with him. He graduated from my high school like 5 or 6 years before, like when we were in there. So all of the teachers that were still teaching us, he had as well. So we were like, "Yo, how is this teacher when you had him?" And like he had the dirt on all of our older teachers. So it was like so sick. Be like, "Yo, what about Mr. Newland? Like, what was he like?" Like, "Oh, back in the day, he sucked. You know, he's still a hard ass." And like, then we would just go and like we would hang out in his room, like the first period or like before school started. We had like a little breakfast club, and then once we all graduated, we all went to his house and like got dinner and stuff. So like, he's a teacher that like is like kind of how you guys said, like the cool teacher that you could kind of like fuck with and everything.
The gold standard of teaching, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some awesome teachers. Jack and I would see a teacher from our high school at Bonnaroo every year.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That was fun.
Derek?
I had media in.
What'd you say, Coop?
I was just to see if you had any high school.
Back
Stories
in,
for
back
us.
in my day,
Yeah.
we no, I found out I was old as shit today. High school for me was sick. I played soccer all 4 years, and when I got a scholarship, I decided to try musical and was the lead in the musical. I was Jesus in
hell
Godspell.
yeah.
He's
So
Jesus.
it was fucking sick. Did it
This
rip?
guy did everything.
Yeah,
Can
it
you
ripped.
sing?
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
we gotta
oh,
get that
yeah.
going.
Hey, right
Confidence.
That's
Yeah,
why he
yeah,
was
yeah,
down
it
to
was.
fall. That's why he was
when someone
trying
asks
to
if
do
you can
the.
sing, that's
Did you
how
guys
you
see
That's
aim.
what I
when
said.
you were
I've been told
doing
I can
that
sing.
Trend, and you're like, you guys should all do it. I was like, yeah, no, we can do that. Like we can all go upstairs and do that. And everyone downstairs was like,
Can you give
no.
us a little taste?
Yes, it's true.
I'm not good at
Sure.
it.
Yeah, I can't sing that one.
Okay.
That's a hard song to sing.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly proudly we hailed by the twilight's last stand. My hat's not off. Whose broad stripes and that's a lot of dick that I just switched the camera. But yeah, no, that was my high school. My high school was sick. It was fun.
Is that just a natural gift, or did you do lessons? Or
They're probably so confused downstairs.
Never did lessons. My mom, my aunt, my uncle, they all did music. So like I was first year like trumpet, jazz
Oh,
choir,
dang.
all that shit. But
Fuck yeah.
did sports all through high school. I had an older brother too. All his friends ripped, but no, high school. I was on more close to the city of Pittsburgh, so we weren't in the traditional PA like don't know what to do type of stuff. Like we got in trouble. But it was cool.
Zac Efron? Let's
go.
Try to be.
I want to give one shout out while we're on this topic because I feel like I won't have another opportunity for some time to do it. But at Brentwood, they offered a media program, and you could enter it any 4 years. If you start your freshman year, though, you're basically on like a technology track, and you do freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. Starting with a generalized, and then it's like a specialized, a broadcasting, and then it's an internship if you make it to your senior year and you get selected. So I started my freshman year just because I was like, I like videos. I kind of want to get into that. I ended up going through all 4 years. So my senior year, at the end of your junior year, you can apply to be an intern. And as an intern, you are a Williamson County employee. You get a key to the school. And it's your like requirements for after school shoots. You have to do one a semester your freshman year. So 2 total. And then each year it bumps up. And then by the time you're a senior, you're doing like 6 or like so a semester at least, probably more. Yeah, 6 or 7 at least. But if you're an intern, you get paid to just be there. And so there's sign-up sheets that go out at like the beginning of each month. And there's just like an intern spot too. There was 11 interns selected. You make like a whole reel and like basically like applying why you should be there. And we had some heavy hitters in my class. Like 3 of them are still very fully active in like video media. One is like a huge person in Hollywood for well, it'd be like shooting movie trailers. She's like a producer for that kind of stuff, like wedding videographers and sports broadcasters. So, like, to say the least, people were like very talented, and I still was like goofing off. And I was the 12th out of 12 selected, and it was very well known that I was. And Mr. Adcock was our teacher. He was an absolute G. He worked at Channel 5 in Nashville for like 25 years. My freshman year was his first year. Comes in, just teaching kids. He was just an all-time guy. And like my senior year, truly like told me, he's like, hey man, like I know that like you kind of maybe started this with just like a way to like pass time, do whatever. And he's like, I select you this because like I want you to be here, this and that. And like it truly inspired me to like potentially be where I am today, even though this probably wasn't like at that time podcast and like things like that weren't necessarily in the here and now. But I just like, I mean, he's definitely not listening to this. Maybe some like sophomore at Brentwood High's listen to this. I can tell Ronnie Adcock that Jack McPherson says what's up. I owe you a visit. But as a kid who just like kind of like didn't take it that seriously, like in school my whole life, it felt good to like hear a teacher be like, hey man, I believe in you and like you need to continue to do this. So that was just like an awesome moment where I was like, yes, I know I'm the last picked, but at least I know it's for a reason and not like sympathy. So thank you, Ronnie Adcock. You are the man, and you've done a lot for like a lot of kids. So I don't know. Shout out. And my senior year was, I had an unreal schedule because I did dual enrollment for English. So I got my freshman year of college English knocked out, and I only had to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Tuesday, Thursdays, no first period. My second period, I had PE 2. So on Tuesday, Thursdays, I'm just rolling into school late, going straight to play dodgeball. I have 3rd, 4th, and 5th period academics, and then 6th and 7th. And then was there 8th period?
No, just 7.
6, yeah, 6
No,
or 7.
there was an 8th period.
Yeah, because my last 3 periods were just in media, and as an intern and senior, it's not like we're learning things. It was
You're
just
getting
like,
paid,
and I'm getting paid, and I have and I could leave.
Jack had NIL before NIL,
Bro, I could leave school if I wanted to early. Like, you could just chill. And so my senior year was truly just like, I was like, man, I set myself up right for this. And then I took that mentality, went into college, and basically did all electives my freshman year. So by the time my senior year rolled around, my life was literal hell. And I was doing all academics, like 18 hours in like a sophomore semester. But yeah, shout out Ronnie Adcock and the Brentwood High media team. We were reigning like 7-time champions because they do
That's
that.
dope.
Let's go.
All right, our last one, because I feel like we've been going for a minute. what was everybody's first thoughts, good and bad, about each other, and how has that changed? I feel like that's the question I wanted to ask Delaney when he came in, but he misunderstood.
So what's the question?
So like, what was your first thoughts about like when Coop when he got hired, Derek when he got hired, JP? Obviously, you knew Jack, and like everybody's first thoughts.
I think for me, I was like when I was getting the job, Jack had sent me an email like excited to work with you. Maybe like I think we know one of the same people. And so then I might have even said this last week or not, but I went to Jack's Instagram and I'm seeing some of the videos he's editing, and I was like, oh no, like I cannot edit this good. And this is now I'm gonna have to be. I gotta figure something out. I feel like it was like a Hawaii video or something.
Probably the best video I'll ever edit. So
I was like, man, this is gonna be tough. But it was, I don't know. Like for me, it all happened so fast, and the brand was moving pretty fast. So I got like my legit first day that I probably even met y'all was the same day that Portnoy came.
Yeah.
So they're super busy, and
I feel like I don't remember even like exchanging words really that day.
not at all. I remember saying what's up,
Yeah.
but that's really it.
it's like you got integrated so fast too, and it's like
Yeah.
I know I can remember times before you were there, but like I just remember Josh,
Yeah.
tall Josh.
Yep. Shout out Josh.
Shout out Josh.
Hey, thanks for that. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I mean, I guess
I'm trying to think.
do I go through
Now you
everyone?
tell me how bad my
I
editing
guess.
has gotten since then.
That when Mitch came, I mean, I was interviewing Mitch with Will, which was hilarious because it was,
That whole thing was so crazy.
yeah. And I don't know. I mean, every single first impression was positive, and like you're the same person. You're just like a more confident version of the person you were when you walked in. Coop, same thing. It was just Coop's a silent killer. I don't know. Like it's a kind of a tough question.
It is like a tough question. Like for me, like obviously I was a fan of Bussin before everything, so I knew like you three, and like so not that I'm gonna say starstruck when I met you guys, but
You can say that.
I was like,
You can
oh,
say you had a
fuck.
fat head of us.
These guys are like these are dope. These three are the one and Blas. Shout out Blas. He's coming on the pod soon.
Let's go. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy
Veterans
Veterans
Day.
Day.
2 days ago.
But like it was dope to finally get to meet you guys, and like me, JP, and G had like our desk situation kind of weird, and then Jack just worked in the bus, so I was the least close with you for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then the more we went on trips together, the closer we got. And like it's funny because I'm pretty sure my contact in your phone is still Mitch Intern.
Well, of course.
So then like that's another hilarious story. Jack thought I was an intern this entire time.
Okay, let's set the record straight. Mitch was an intern at one point.
I
No one
never
wants to
was.
admit it, but I honestly remember that, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "Wait, so you've just been getting paid the whole time you've been here?"
Yeah, it was. I got hired in September, and then we went to the Arizona Super Bowl trip, and that's when I'm like, damn, I still have.
That's crazy that it took like 6 months to be
Yeah.
like, so like, congrats on not.
Yeah,
being
you
an
literally like
intern."
dapped me up like, hey, congrats, bro. I'm like, bro, I've been here the whole time.
I think you did that in the green room of
He did.
Bert's show.
Yes.
Congrats, little dog. Welcome to the big leagues. So
And Coop was so quiet, like he didn't really do.
Still quiet.
Like he
In a good way.
just every once in a while he'd like just come in with like a
Big 12.
one-liner that's like kind of funny. We're like, this guy should talk more. And
Here I am.
he's getting
Mic in
better
my
and better
hand.
at it. And Derek, like, I didn't even know really like what Derek was doing here, or who really he was. I'm like, this guy's here a lot. Who is this
He
guy?
just wandered in the door.
And then he's like, oh, that's the new for the dad's guy. I'm like, oh shit, that's sick. And like,
Mitch just turned on that's the new for the dad's guy.
yeah. And then I'm like, then someone was like, yeah, Derek's from PA too. I'm like, no shit. And then that's when I finally went up to Derek. I'm like, bro, my bad for being so weird for so long, but nice to meet you. But yeah, that's my story.
I feel like, and this is to everyone's credit for that was here when I got here. Like, obviously, y'all were super cool. We kind of talked last week about, for my first week was a spiral, a lot of crazy stuff happening. But I feel like you guys were all super cool. And like I said, to your credit, I feel like y'all haven't really changed much since that first day, which is obviously huge. Because, like, you know, you could have been like, oh, like, welcome new guy. And then things just like slowly over time, it's just like different.
Right.
But I feel like it's been the same the whole time, which is like for me big. And then everyone else that's came in, like good impressions for them too. Like Jared was super cool right away. Sherm, I had already known a little bit through the remote work that he did. He's cool and obviously full of energy. Like Derek coming in, great fit. All the interns, great fit. So like it's been great first impressions, and like really just I feel like not a whole lot. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, but
Yeah, no, I agree.
but I feel like it's been pretty consistent with everybody, which is a pretty good thing in my
Yeah,
opinion.
for sure.
I mean, watching everyone like come on month after month, year after year is so funny because, like, I don't know, being with Bussin, like from early on, you're still just like trying to figure out what all of it is. And then you see more guys get added, and you're like, okay, so that must mean like things are good.
Just coming to work just to record, and that's it.
And
too.
then leave. Yeah,
That was how it was for a year plus.
for sure. So yeah, like having JP come on was awesome because all like you're thinking about is we do need another person to help get this work done because I'm not trying to be here till 1 a.m. And then that same thing, like when Mitch gets here, and then you're adding pieces where you're like, okay, now we're able to like get more done, and you're not like drained at the end of the day. So that was my first impression of building a team, and yeah, everyone got along. Everyone was super chill. Like I sat in on some of the interview process with Coop, and after the very first time we talked to him, all the other people, I was like, we know who we like. It was not even close. So if you applied, sorry, there's a reason Coop's here.
Scroll stop.
Can I interrupt you to say a quick funny story about my interview?
Yeah.
I know. I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
Maybe. Because, I mean, I did a couple interviews. You were on a couple of them. My last interview with Will and Taylor, the first time I talked to them, it was like 5 minutes. Felt like I was getting punked. They kind of just peppered me, and then, which I expected. Like, I knew. I was like, this is what they do. Just from like an outsider's perspective. They said, all right, thank you. Hung up, and that night was the night they went on the Manning cast, and I went to like an Atlanta Hawks game with my friend, and I was just nervous the whole night. I was like, what the hell just happened to me? The next day I got called and offered the job, but I was like, that interview probably wasn't even, it was probably just like to fuck around.
Yeah.
That's how
But
I
it-
felt my interview was with JP and Will. I'm like, that was only like 10 minutes. Like, did I hope I think I said the same thing like 3 times. I just want to help JP out and take things off of his plate.
Yeah.
My interviews with G, the ones that he was on, were much more serious and talking about role and the graphics that I had done. And the one with Will and Taylor, my final interview, I was like, that's it. Like I'm dead.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean that's why it's fun, and I'll say like getting to be a part of like helping see who's gonna come in the building does help create the vibe we have in here, because like we just did it with these interns, and you're watching all these people apply and all these kids apply, and you're like, your first judgment, you're like, all right, is he gonna like be cool to hang out with every day?
Yeah.
And does he do good work, and does he work hard, and does he care about the brand? And I just feel like it's funny that we've somehow built a team of people that somehow are so similar but also so different.
Yeah.
And everyone can bust balls, laugh, like I don't know. It's a great environment. I'll say that.
I think it's funny to see too the different like cliques. It's not because it's not a cliquey office, but obviously you like gravitate towards people.
It's like
more
bromance of like what we voted on last year.
Yeah.
Just random
100%.
bromances that pop up.
But it's the perfect
And they
amount.
change.
And they
They
change.
And that's why like it's so fluid, and it's the perfect amount because you should have people that you're closer with and people that you don't, just because that's the nature of people. But it's so funny to watch it shift between guy to guy. And I
That
think-
is so true. And the
it
part
helps
about
out.
it changing, it has changed this year. Fantasy football has helped with that a lot.
Yeah.
yeah,
like-
I'm sure it has.
It's
That's
also cool to see like
my
Sorry, we're on top.
play, Matthews.
it's just JP's scary team.
Yeah.
But also it's kind of cool to see like mostly for, well, definitely for you guys, but like kind of for the 4 of us and Coop too, starting the office over there and like what that was to what we have now, and like what that side looks like now versus what it used to, and then like
Young
working
folks don't get it, man.
Yeah.
working like under here versus for like however long, and then finally moving back there, and like all of the different like, I feel like we've worked in like 6 different spots all in the same building.
Y'all
It's
were
just crazy.
fully over here by the time I got here,
Yeah.
and I did spend like several months, half the year last year, downstairs in that like with Jack next
I
to
was gonna
Jack.
say, like, before the bromance of the year first got brought up,
If
me
we didn't
and
get split
Coop-
up, it might have been us.
we and Coop were
Yeah.
desk mates, and I remember like in the first few weeks, I knew I was gonna like Coop because we've all said it, like silent assassin, but his internet humor and reach is so peak that like
got memes.
he has like if the internet language was existent, he'd be fluent in it in so many ways. And like the ability he has to send you some niche random video that pertains to some joke, I'll never get over. And I just remember being like, dude, me and this guy are gonna fit together so perfectly.
I passed the Surf's Up test right away.
And then I remember when we made the change over there, y'all probably remember I was so upset and hesitant. I was like, why the fuck are we doing
I got to
this?
sit next to Jared.
And I honestly think it was, and I'll drop the meme later, but it was because of he who should not be named, because it was really his idea. And
You were
honestly,
pissed
in
when we made
hindsight,
that.
I'm glad it worked out. But I never had like any negative like start outs with anybody. I think my favorite thing looking back on it all is how specialized everyone's individual role is now. Because back in the day, everyone would just wore like 20 different hats, and it's like you just picked up slack where slack needed to be picked up. And now it's like we have so many just carved out roles where it's like you're gonna be creating graphics, and then you run our merch, and you're doing vlogs and producing, and like everyone sitting here has done like all of those roles encompassed in one. But when we were trying to hire for a secondary social guy, Steven and me were on, drop the meme. We were on calls, and I sat in with the last three guys. I wanted this one kid who clearly had a background in socials. He clearly like knew sports, this and that. And Steven basically, went over my head, and he hired Jared. And so take everything we know about Jared out the window. This is just Jared showing up. Jared, at the first few weeks, has nothing to do with the social role. I was so upset because I was like, I need someone to help me on the weekends. And then we bring in a guy who literally doesn't know what the sport of football is. And so I remember kind of like and I've told Jared this before, like the first month or two, I did not dislike Jared, but I was not giving him his fair shot because of something that Steven had really kind of done to him. And then now Jared's like one of my favorite guys ever, and like he's my dude. But I just remember being so upset with him.
Jared's probably
Dude,
so confused. Like, man, why is
There
this
was
guy not
something
We even had him sitting
during
out in
that
the
time
hallway.
period where Jared said something that did not match y'all's relationship at all at the time, and I just remember sitting at my desk sinking into my chair thinking I know Jared's joking, but I also know that these two do not talk that much, and this is not going to end well.
It took
Jackson
Jared
smack
probably
him.
3 months to get to where we can just bust balls. And now, like I said, truly Jared is one of my favorite people I've ever worked with, and works his ass off. And he has found his specific role. He's very specialized in what he does. And it's not he's good on social media, but he's not good at running the bus in social media for obviously the sports. Yeah. But man, there were a few months where I just didn't give him a chance and didn't talk to him. And that's on me, so I'm glad that I have since
You
grown.
had that trip with him to Vegas, and I feel like y'all
I mean,
squashed the beef.
We were definitely cool before then, but way
They
before
just
then,
recently got cool
but-
a
yeah.
month ago.
but
a
no,
couple months ago.
When we did go on that trip, me and him both at the end were like, dude, I think we just kind of elevated from being coworkers and friends to being legitimately good friends. And I was like, dude, I couldn't said it better myself. I'm tearing up. I'm like,
That is
love
definitely
you,
Jared
David.
to be like, I love you, bro.
Dude, and
I mean, he told us he
and-
loved us right away.
He almost did that at
Me-
the
me
at the
and JP
party at
were
my
there.
house. At the party at my house, he's got
not
around
gonna
you
say
guys. Was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say it.
That's what separated me and him too. is
I
'cause
knew him for,
was
3
not
weeks.
there.
Yeah.
And then I think it was a few months, a month after that, where me and him, because I was already close with all of you
Yeah.
guys, and then me and Jared were like, all right, let's.
Yeah.
God,
Jared.
Jack,
I
I know
miss
that
him.
we quizzed him yesterday, and he celebrated reaching 7 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. But he
And-
got hired to run the social here. Is the fucking funniest
Bro, it
thing.
was-
And I was
Did you not
stoked
know
that
that?
he got 7.
I did not know he got hired to do social. I knew Jared from Barstool intern content,
Yeah.
and so I just assumed everyone here had their rules forever. But to think he celebrated at 7 and he cheated on 3 of them, but he got hired to run our socials. Is
It's
Bro,
crazy.
it's so funny because I was boys with Jared for a year before he started working here, and I told him, I'm like, you need to start watching football because that's what you're going to be doing, and we are a football brand. He's like, all right.
He made
And,
it work.
He came over one night, and we were just sitting on our roof for
honestly
an hour and a half just
kind
talking
of-
about
So
the
which
job.
one's the point
It's
guard?
kind of refreshing that he doesn't know
Yeah.
because it
It
makes
is.
the conversation that much better. And I do appreciate that he
Embraces it.
but like him like pursuing comedy and like wanting to be in that world is just a nice outside element that it's not just a bunch of guys that are like, my football team is better than yours.
If Jared learns football, I'll be pissed. At this point, he kind of just can't.
He's not going to.
What about you, Derek, for your first impressions of everybody? Obviously, you're the newest hire.
No, it was like I'll say even first impression on
After
everyone,
Coop, Derek's my favorite hire.
Let's go.
Appreciate that. I would say just going down the line, like JP, I think it was my second day. You came up and you said, "Hey, I'm so sorry I didn't get to talk to you first day." Like it was just the nicest, most like, "Oh, cool, this is someone I can go." Like it was like when you transfer schools and you're like, "I don't know who to ask for a pencil." I'm like, "Oh, cool, I can ask JP for a pencil if that comes up." Mitch, I was like, "This guy doesn't like me," for like 2 straight weeks. Not for anything bad. I was just like, "Fuck, I gotta like tickle this guy or something." But no, as soon as like we had the PA connection, it was great, and I was like, "Oh, you take your job. Not that everyone doesn't, but you take your job very serious, and you're very proud of what you control." So I thought that was cool. Jack, you were like the cool kid in school, and I very much was like.
It took us 39 days.
It took us
the day that you got hired full time was when I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna take an interest in your life. I love everything going on in your desk." I'm like, "What's tomorrow?" And you're like, "Well, I actually just got hired. This is over." And I was like, "Fuck."
We gotta be friends now, I guess.
I remember when you came on the other week, I had a moment that night, and I was like, "Dude, I texted Derek. I was like, dude, I'm just stoked that you're here, man." Derek,
I really appreciate
Derek's
that
such a good
text.
addition to the team.
That was a very nice.
But
text.
like how
he's-
Mitch said it earlier, I was like, for the first like couple days, everyone, I was like,
Who is this
like,
guy?
I was like, is this one of like the Michigan guys? Are we doing another internship?
Yeah.
Like,
I will say, I think also you being close in age to us, older
To
guys,
the unks.
has like, it feels good that we.
Yeah, because we were adding too many younger guys.
Yeah.
I brought it up to my fiance.
Because I'm unk now.
Does that mean I'm Unk even though I'm 27?
As soon as I turned 26, I felt like unk. So
wait, after what Derek says, I saw a list
Oh, no,
of
there's
of
categories?
the names
go.
and numbers, and I'll give that, and we can end with that. But
Okay,
I want to hear
okay,
what
okay.
Derek
Yeah,
was
keep going.
saying.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
But I love that you're old.
Yeah, no, I explained to my fiance, I was like, well, I'm kind of like with the older guys, and there's a younger group of guys, but I hang out with them because the older guys do the show, so I don't really have a place yet. I was like, I'll figure it out. G, connected instantly with you, like our friendship has grown, but the day that you and Sherm did Shanghai Nights in a karate stance, I was like, oh, this dude fucks. Like, I can't explain up till then, because I was like, oh, can I interest you in being interested in? But instantly, I was like, yeah, it's the dude. And then Coop from day one has probably been like the guy that I clicked with the hardest instantly, just because like we were always sitting there when everyone was doing the shows and stuff, and so
In the
Seed
stream
Boys
room.
and stream room stuff, and just like instantly I was like, oh no, I found another like I can borrow a pencil guy with Coop.
yeah, and you're like,
so-
that guy knows ball. We were talking
knows
ball during the
so
stream.
well, and that's the other thing is you guys all love college football so fucking much. Coop was the only guy I was like, oh, I can talk NFL ball finally.
Yeah.
Brian's also very good at that.
Yeah, Ryan
Ryan knows
some ball.
Ryan
ball.
knows ball, but and like I noticed it yesterday or the other day.
He might be the biggest ball knower.
Pump the brakes on that.
I mean,
We'll have to have him on next week. We have a ball
I'm
off.
saying he might.
He'd like
Do you know college basketball?
that's not ball though. That's not.
Okay.
Basketball.
Get your round ball out of
I know
here.
who-
Dude,
Hoops,
come
come
on,
on.
bro.
I'm talking oval ball. I'm talking football.
Okay.
Rugby.
I feel like he would go toes.
No
with
wonder
you.
you thought he ate
We might
me,
have to.
man.
We might have to prep.
Football.
Bitch, you like football? He's like, fuck you, I know way more than you.
All right, we might have to prep something for a face-off between Ryan.
We
A
also-
ball-
we
a
also
ball
might-
knowledge and a
ball
and
off.
and a math off because
I'm going to withdraw from that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Well, no,
spelling and math.
I-
I'm
the
out.
math equation stuff yesterday we were doing.
Do Sporkle. Have you done Sporkle?
I love
I feel like I know what you're talking
Have you
about.
Sporkle, it's a trillion trivia things on sport. It's like all the quarterbacks drafted since the 80s, stuff like that.
Have you ever done like the Weddle, the daily Weddle?
I do
That
Weddle,
stuff's
I do
fun.
Draftle.
Immaculate
How
Grid.
about these YNs, Jack?
Yeah.
Good call.
Also, we might need to revisit having all the interns back on.
Have
Yeah.
to.
Because
Oh,
we
that's a
did
good call.
that, and
Yeah,
maybe
it
we
could
could
be
do
good.
a ball off or something. But all right, so
How many months?
there are 6 different categories of ages as a guy what you can be related to, and so 8 to 14 is the LNs, and that is the little blank. You know what I'm talking about? Like a YN, it's LN. It's
Blank.
the little boys. You know, from
Eight.
15.
You know?
8 to
8 to 14.
gotcha.
From 15 to 25, that's the YNs.
Yep.
We all know what a YN is. We're not going to say it because
It's
Hey, hold up.
what age?
15 to 25. 26 to 35 is big bro.
Yeah.
which is huge for all of us because the unk gets thrown around a lot. Like you could be 22 getting unked out, and it's like
Right.
chill out. Bro.
So is it just
I'm
you
big
and
bro.
Garrett that are unks?
No,
No, it's 35.
this guy, I can't wait for Christmas. Anyways, all right,
that's
so
big bro humor.
36 to 44 years old is unk status. OGs are the 45 to 55 year olds, and then this guy in this video was funny, really well done video. He said, if you 55, 60 to 70, he goes, respect your elders. So we got LNs, YNs, big bros, unks, OGs, and elders.
So that mean
Oh,
Will and Taylor
The
are
Respect my
OG
elders
day
if
is
they
going to
ain't
be
cranky.
nice.
Yeah.
Will and Taylor are still big bro, because isn't Will 35 or is
Yeah.
Will 36?
I think Will's 36.
Ooh.
Oh, then Will's unk. Will's officially unk.
Will, Delaney, or Unk.
But I like that there's something between YN and unk.
Yeah,
big
big
bro.
so we're big bro.
I kind of
Yeah.
do like unk, to be honest.
I don't hate it at
I
all.
kind of fuck with Big Bro.
When do I have to get to Unk? 36?
I just got promoted to big bro,
36.
so I'm there.
I feel like
I'm
on
not
these,
trying to leave anytime soon.
on these statuses,
You're
like
not.
if
Yeah, I
you
know.
want to, you can take yourself up a
Right.
You can't take yourself down a status. You can go up.
I mean,
You can't go to elder, but you can
No,
go to
no.
OG.
With
I don't
those,
think you go to
you
OG.
can't
No,
go OG.
no,
You
you can only go
one.
one.
Yeah.
with those rankings in our office, like the 3 new interns are
LNs.
LNs.
We can just call them little dudes.
True. Coop,
Jared,
Jared.
Sherm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm going off
I
of
look at you
higher.
crazy.
Crazy.
I'm going off of higher.
Mitch, like,
I'm starting to see what Derek is talking about more and more.
Oh, come on.
Go back
What'd you
downstairs
do,
with the
Mitch?
kids
I
soon.
sent
He
that video to
said-
Matt Malone, and he
he-
goes, "So I'm a YN with the devil emoji."
Exactly.
JP looked at me and said, Coop, Jared, and me.
Well, I didn't finish it. I was just trying to process. Then I
I looked
quickly
at my-
realized I need to stop that
Jared,
process.
Jared ain't big bro yet.
No, he YN.
Yeah, I'm big bro.
It is crazy to me that Jared's only a year older than the youngest people here.
Yeah. You're 2 years older. You're a year older than Jared, 2 years older than.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Coop's episode 26.
Oh,
The Coop episode.
holy shit!
That means you'll have to close us
episode.
out.
I wish I would have. I wish I would have caught
Yeah.
that.
26.
Yeah.
close us
An
out.
hour later, we're just like, oh,
Go ahead and close us out, big bro.
what are we at right now?
26.
Hour 11.
Oh, hurry,
Oh my
quick.
God. Thank you for tuning in to the Cooper Comstock, Saquon Barkley,
Chase Utley.
Chase Utley, Adrian Peterson Redskins episode. Please tune in next week to the Vladimir Guerrero episode.
Ooh, Eddie
So
George.
Eddie George. Oh,
And me. I'm 27.
And Mitch.
What? You were 14.
and Mitch. We
I'm
will
27. I'm turning. I am. My age is 27.
the Mitch episode.
Unk.
We got a lot of come on. We're good.